أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم من الذكر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا المرسلين أبي القاسم محمد سيد الأولين والآخرين وسيد الخلق أجمعين وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحاب الغر المنتجبين. إخواني أنتم في حلقة جديدة مع الشيخ المعالج بارب. إخواني أنا أعتبر نفسي واحد من أقوى المعالجين الروحانيين على وجه الأرض بالعلاج من بعيد، علاج البيوت المسكونة والمستشفيات المسكونة والقصور المسكونة والفلل المسكونة وأي شيء مسكون بالجن حتى ولو كانت جزيرة، وكذلك أي إنسان بمس أو جن أو سحر أستطيع أن أعالجه من بعيد. يعني لو اجتمعت سحرة العالم على إنسان وسحره، أقسم بالله العلي العظيم صادقا، أقسم بالله العلي العظيم صادقا، يمين أحاسب عليه يوم القيامة، إني أستطيع أن أعالج أي مسحور في أي مكان على وجه الأرض من بعيد. فقط أحتاج اسمه واسم أبوه، اسم جده وعنوان سكن، ابتداء من اسم الدولة انتهاء برقم الدار. للتواصل أترك رقم تليفوني دائما في أول تعليق، ولما ينزل على التعليقات رقم تليفوني هو 00964 78035564 هذا واتساب وإيمو وفايبر. طبعا جايب لكم اليوم كم لقطة عن الجن والبيوت المسكونة، أرجو أن تنال إعجابكم.
Haunted houses. The first video comes from the YouTube channel Denise Pillon. Denise says that she has been hearing noises in her home for quite some time that she just can't explain. She has no idea what she could have done to attract such negative forces into her home. But one day after hearing some noises, she pulled out her phone and decided to record, and what she captured freaked her out.
Là, Olivier, arrête! C'est vraiment fatigant, là. Je vais appeler maman. Olivier? 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 C'est vraiment pas drôle, là. Je vais appeler maman. Ça a bougé. Maman! 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 Oli!
After heading into the kitchen, she finds herself in the middle of some poltergeist activity, as objects fall off and move around on their own. But the creepiest thing was the last object that flew out of the cupboard and then went towards the right. Similarly, in another video, a man seems to be experiencing something that keeps happening at night time and usually wakes him up. In the past, some family members stayed over and messed around with a Ouija board, and it looks like he is the one who has to deal with the entity in his home. And since he lives alone, it makes things all the worse. After setting up a camera to record while he sleeps, this is what he captures. In the midst of night, he is awoken by his door opening and slamming by itself, which is creepy enough to send some people running straight out of their house. But for some reason, the footage ends abruptly as he goes to investigate, so it could be a ruse. But I'll let you judge. I'm not alone. The next video was uploaded in 2017. The person recording looks afraid to be inside his own home, and he has valid reason to feel this way. It all started when he heard a loud bang inside his home one day while he was alone. However, he ignored it, thinking it was one of his dogs. But a few days later, it had returned and woke him up while he was sleeping on the couch. And that's when he decided to record and find out what it is. And what he captures is absolutely terrifying.
I was sleeping on my couch, and I heard a loud bang. I've heard it before, but I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was the dogs on the deck or something. But I think if I sit and wait, you'll see I just seen it. And what it is.
Majority of poltergeist videos are usually over the top with objects flying everywhere, and most of them usually turning out to be a ruse. However, this case seems different.
There it is. It's my cupboards. Let's see. Holy shit, what a shake. I'm just gonna sit here and videotape for a minute. See what happens. See what happens. This is scary. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh! Holy shit. Let's see what this looks like. I don't want to go too close to. That's just creepy. You have no idea. Like, there's nobody in my house right now. Like, nobody. I can hear something in that room. Okay. That's fucking weird. What is that? Somebody's in that room. Oh, okay. Hey, those goosebumps.
He quickly decides he's had enough and just up and leaves the house without a second thought. His reaction made me think perhaps this is a real case. What do you think?
I'm going outside.
The cat can see it. The next sequence of videos comes from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares. The owner of the channel has been plagued by paranormal events for quite some time, and as she records and documents her findings, there is always something creepy going on. One day her daughter noticed her cat behaving strangely, and after checking the security cameras, this is what she captured. The cat seems to be fairly interested in something unseen as it stares at one spot until something begins to manifest straight from the doll. which catches the cat's attention almost immediately as we see its head look straight at the mist, and then it appears as though it chases the cat and scares it away. The timing of the cat looking straight towards the entity as it manifests is too perfect to be a ruse, in my opinion. Let me know what you think. Beasts in the woods. The origin of this video is unknown, but in the footage we can see a black humanoid creature strolling through the woods, while the person recording is hiding behind a tree, being careful not to get noticed.
So, another man in a costume? Or this time this is really a Bigfoot? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
The figure appears completely black, almost like a shadow figure would, with its head bent forwards like a beast. It's possible that this could be a real sighting. This next case occurred in Lettuce Lake Park in Florida, 2015. The video was taken by a man named Matt M. Matt says he was canoeing in a swamp outside of Tampa and spotted something walking and diving into a gator-infested area. So he started filming what he thought to be a bear. After contacting the park ranger, she said bears don't really go into the swamp, and she doesn't know what else it could be. And although bears can walk upright on two legs, this doesn't really resemble a bear. And if it were a man in a costume, just why would he walk into a gator-infested area? So, could it be a real Bigfoot? Or some other beast? You judge. If you have any video recommendations, you can send them over at depthsofdespair01@gmail.com. Paranormal in Mexico. Another sequence of videos comes from a man living somewhere in Mexico who just seems to be experiencing paranormal events all over his house. We can see by his reaction that it's not all new to him. He must have been dealing with this for quite some time, and the stuff he captures is absolutely terrifying. Take a look.
Empezando a girar los focos otra vez. Estaba viendo la tele y se empezaron a escuchar ruidos. Machine. No hay nadie en la casa. Estoy solo y esto cada está peor. Nadie. Ay, güey, esto ya no se puede. Trae las puertas del gabinete abiertas. Ay, güey. Oh, Dios mío. Seguiremos grabando videos. Llevaron unos padres a la casa ahí.
He hears banging noises, the lights flickering and swinging, and all cabinet doors are open. but he hits his limit when the door starts rattling by itself. The human brain just makes you believe that there is something terrifying on the other side, and it's enough to scare most people away. But as always, is it a ruse, or is it actually real? Only you can pass judgment. Inside the drain. While the man was home alone at night time, he just so happened to hear some creepy sounds coming from the bathroom. So he decided to go and check it out, and what he captured is quite terrifying.
I don't see you. I see you. Who are you? Oh my
As he tries to locate the source of the sounds, he finds out that it is coming from the shower drain. And after sticking the camera down there, we can see some sort of creature with glowing eyes blinking back at him. It's creepy enough to make you paranoid when having a shower. And in another video coming from Pasillo Infinito, a girl at work noticed a gap in the ceiling, and after taking a closer look, she captured something creepy and mysterious.
So I was staring at my ceiling, right, at work, and then, I see this light, right, and I go over here. What is that? So I was staring at my ceiling, right, at work, and then, I see this light, right, and I go over here. What is that?
As she points points her camera through the gap in the wall at an angle. We can see what looks like a creepy face looking straight back. Now, is there something creepy going on beyond this ceiling that nobody is aware of? Or is this just a very bizarre case of pareidolia? Let me know what you think. Levitating entity. This next piece of footage was captured somewhere in Colombia by a girl who was taking a walk with her cousin and happened to notice something strange levitating above the trees off in the distance.
Ay, Señor Jesucristo. Ay, mami, mire, se ve bien igual que una persona. Sí. Hija del Señor, dijo la señora Miriam Sola Río. ¿Usted le dijo a mi abuelita? Claro, todo lo vimos. Yo pensé que era que me estaban asustando. Pero que yo vi que eso venía rápido así. Como... Ay, mire, mami, se ve como si estuviera caminando. Ay, santo Dios. Ay, Dios mío, Señor.
¿Lo ves?
Sí, ve igual como una persona que estuviera caminando en el aire. ¿Lo está viendo? Sí, acá lo estoy viendo. Un fantasma, ay no. Sí. Pero ahorita qué va a pasar a casa. ¿Lo está viendo? Sí, acá.
She says it looks like a person walking in the air, but they soon determine that it must be some sort of strange entity, as there were no other logical explanation for this sighting. Just what do you think it could be? Ghost in the grave. The next video comes from the YouTube channel To Do a Meal. During a grave visit, a family was taking a walk around while recording some of the gravestones when they unknowingly captured something creepy on camera. Take a look.
Lo he cobrado barato, lo he cobrado a 70 pesos el metro, está 100 pesos. Cualquiera que usted le pregunte para cómo cobra el metro y usted le va a salir. Y hay que le va a salir una parte.
As the recorder pans the camera to the left, we can see a black humanoid mist with arms traversing the graves as if it were returning to its own grave. No context was provided, so it's hard to explain what this could be. Do you think this is a real spirit of the dead, or perhaps a ruse? I'll let you be the judge. Ghost on night shift. This next video comes from the Facebook page Ziyu Shu. The owner of the Facebook page runs a store somewhere in China. She says she went to the store this morning and found a lot of stuff on the ground, but she doesn't remember any earthquakes happening during the middle of the night. One of her colleagues suggested that it could have been another thief, as there were some previous attempts at robbing the store. However, after checking the security footage, what they saw was so creepy, it left them with just one question. Shall we escape from this workplace before it's too late? This is what she captured. Multiple cameras captured paranormal activity taking place within the store. Even a mannequin behind the glass was moving by itself. So I'm guessing the ghost was on night shift. I hope they made the right choice to escape this workplace before it got too out of hand. Would you have stayed or left without looking back? Let me know in the comments down below. Witch in the Woods. The last video was taken in May of 2016, when early morning one day, two guys decided to go on an excursion deep into the woods. They were exploring an area when they heard a loud scream not too far off that caught their attention, and as they arrived at the location of the sound, they caught a glimpse of the source and heard it again, which terrified them.
What is that? The fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Hey! Damn! Holy shit!
As we look into the depths of the forest, we can see what looks like a ghostly apparition of a woman who is bent forwards. The scream she makes sends the explorers running without hesitation. If you like this video, subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an upload. And with that being said, I've got two special videos for you that will fill you with despair.
Perhaps one of the most shocking that arose during the pandemic, where this person who identifies himself only as JB has left shocking evidence on his social networks of what could be considered a strange entity that not only entered his house, but also, based on the footage that I will present to you in the next few minutes, it also came in to change his entire life. A terrible case that today you will have the opportunity to know about. My name is Leonora Clay, and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present The Man Chased by a Shadow, the creepy case of Dino. As I mentioned in the intro, the owner of the Dino Nuggets channel can only be recognized by his initials. JB has not wanted to reveal his real name to maintain a bit of privacy. It turns out that even before the pandemic, he was already being the victim of inexplicable events inside his home, or at least, that is what he implies. Footage that at first he only shared with those closest to him, but which turned out to be so disturbing that they themselves were the ones who urged him to make the situation public on his YouTube page. The one you will see below is one of the first shown.
No! What do you want? Get out of my house, man! The fuck do you want? Shit. You gotta get out of my fucking house, man! Fuck! Get out of my house! Fuck, man. God damn it.
Dino maintains that this clip was captured after waking up as a result of loud blows that were heard from the next room. It was footage as disturbing as these that went viral quickly due to the increasing of horror channels and paranormal investigators. It didn't take long for his page to see an explosive increase in followers who wanted to know what exactly was going on at his house. It took a little while for his channel to get updated again.
Hello? Hello? Keep hearing weird noises in the basement, Steve, so I just wanna... Oh my god. No way, oh my god! See, bro? There's nothing on this fucking door. Hello? Yep, fuck that, I'm not going down there.
This video was recorded after hearing strange sounds coming from the basement. His agitated voice accounts for the nervousness he felt at that moment, since clearly he was dealing with something completely unknown. This is how every day he uploaded new content to his social networks, mostly all of them published the next day, after, according to him, spending a night of terror. Videos that show situations as disturbing as the one I present to you below. Watch.
Hello? Oh, shit. There's gotta be something. Oh,
Faucets that turn on and doors that close inexplicably represent what Dino says. It is a tiny sample of what he is experiencing at home. A completely troubling phenomena that it was to be expected drew more attention from his followers, who on the other side of the screen began to advise him on what he could do. As Dino's fear grew more, he gave copies of the keys to Steve, a friend of his, so that he could accompany him from time to time in his house. In fact, in the next clip, Dino thought it was his friend who was on the second floor of his home. He never imagines being so wrong. It wasn't Steve. It wasn't his pet. And it definitely wasn't a burglar or an officer that came to live in his house. This was completely different. Something that was undoubtedly related to the paranormal. Already aware of the situation in which he finds himself, and following advice or recommendations that his followers left in each recording, he decided to take the initiative to invite and seek advice from a paranormal investigator. In fact, the meeting with the professional was documented on his YouTube channel, where they discussed various topics such as family, work, feelings, and even legal matters, all with the purpose of trying to understand the origin of these strange phenomena that he was experiencing at home. After this, his channel was without activity for a few days. His followers thought that since the matter was now under the control of specialists, things would calm down and everything would go better for Dino. Unfortunately for him, reality indicated the opposite.
Whoa. Whoa.
It was no longer about blows or moving objects. It was the first time that everyone was witness to what seemed to be behind all of this. A dark entity that was finally present in Dino's footage, leaving all his followers greatly dismayed by the type of recordings that he was now beginning to publish. A situation that with each update seems to get darker and darker.
Buddy? What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter, big guy? Huh? Something down there? Oh. What'd you hear, buddy? Fuck. Just put this on. What the fuck?
For the first time during the entire period, it let its disturbing figure be seen. An entity whose energy seems to come from the basement. Well, according to Dino, that's where most of the noises he heard at night came from. Among the hundreds of reactions and comments generated by the presence of that entity, there were some who noted a subtle manifestation that was reflected when the basement door was opened. The strange movement of the shadow or white spot going down the stairs. Do you notice it? A detail that some find very interesting. At this point, his YouTube channel and TikTok account added thousands of followers, all eager to know as many details about the event. Anxiety that Dino calmed by publishing disturbing recordings that made it clear his case was falling into a deep hole from which he could not escape. As explained in the footage, Dino wasn't even home at that time. However, he still left a camera recording to see if those phenomena continued to occur in his absence. That was the result. During the following days, he dedicated himself exclusively to recording as much as he could, so that everyone could witness the ordeal he was experiencing.
I'm not afraid, man. Come on out, man. Oh, yes, yes. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It was no longer a matter of simply peeking behind a wall. That entity began to show itself practically in full body in front of Dino. Let me stop here for a second to highlight his posture and courage to record at a time when anyone else would have just run away.
Fuck. God damn it. This is getting old. Oh, man. What the fuck? Shit! What the fuck? You gotta come out. What the fuck? Shit. There's somebody here.
Falling objects and shadows appear practically next to him. Impressive videos that indicate that the entity simply did not want to release Dino.
JC, this is what I have to deal with. Here we go. Hello?
In this particular footage, the followers heard wails and sobs from a female voice. Is it possible that it was the spirit of a woman which is staying in the basement? After this, and once again advised by his followers, he again asked the researchers for help, who was also surprised by the clip that Dino was posting on his channel. They talked in depth about recent events, toured the house, and tried to make a link using a strange device used for that. It was in the basement, where everything got out of control again.
Do you want to hurt JC? Man, this seems nuts.
Yep, not getting anything.
Maybe move around with it.
Yep.
Fuck!
Hello? Hello?
What was that?
Hello? Hello?
Go! Oh my God! What the fuck, man?
Once more, strong blows and the shrill cry of a woman imply that no one was welcome in that space. The following published footage goes along in the same way.
I just want to talk, man. Man, that's stupid.
Do you see where the arrow is pointing? Clearly, something reflects off the glass after turning on the light. Like this one, which was recorded in the company of his nephew.
It's down here. You smell it? Oh, it smells like shit, bro. Okay, we're gonna go this way too. Stay close to me. Dude, stop, stay by me. It was glass. Don't move. I know. God, you smell it. Did you fart? No. It's super cold down here, Jack. It's winter time. Oh Stop. All right. We're gonna make a run for it. Let's your daddy first. It's gonna just go shit. Hold on. Oh, shit! Good. So good. No. We gotta get the fuck out of here. We gotta get out. What are we gonna do? No. Stop, man. I gotta go. No. We make a break. There's nothing there. Stay by me. Stay right fucking behind me. This is a bad idea. Just chill out. Oh shit, it's still there. What the fuck are we gonna do?
I don't know.
You got your phone?
No, I don't.
At this point, that creature seems to have complete control of the house, since the manifestations, far from ending, continue to increase.
If you want me now, man, take me. I'm leaving. Tired of this shit. Let's have it out, man. I'm leaving. Just let me get my shit and go.
After this disturbing experience and already fed up with his situation, he made the decision to leave there. not by changing streets or the neighborhood. These demonstrations affected him so much that he preferred to change cities and start a new life away from all of this. This is how his friend explains it in the video that he uploaded to his social networks. However, the friend says that he is afraid the entity will follow Dino because he is aware that the situation has left him with psychological scars.
Time to sit down and talk to the Dino Nuggets community about what's going on with JB. He is out of his old house with all the activity and everything that was going on there, and he has relocated, and he is in the new city that he has chosen, and everything's quiet so far. Nothing has happened. I'm in constant communication with him. He said that everything's been quiet, nothing's happened yet. But also, he's not in like a permanent residence right now. He's doing like kind of the Airbnb thing until he finds the house that he's looking for. So we're hopeful that things are going to stay quiet and that thing's not going to follow him. But we all know from what he has said in the past that this thing followed him from a prior residence to the house that you guys are all familiar with, and you've seen all the activity that's gone on there at that house. But we're hopeful that maybe it's not going to catch up to him, or maybe it was like an artifact or something. He has since gotten rid of like a lot of his stuff. He's only kept like the essentials and things like that. So we're going to wait and see what happens with that. If the activity does start up, he is going to document it. He is going to share that with everybody because, you know, he feels pretty obligated and towards his fans. You know, he wants to keep everybody happy. He wants to document the activity and share it with all of you. So if that does happen, we'll be sure to get it posted. In the meantime, we are doing our podcast. We are doing The Dark Side of Dino, and we are doing lap dances and lattes, so you can stay tuned for content on there. We're planning on having some guests on from his fan base, the Discord, from YouTube, things like that. So that's in the works, and that's going to happen soon enough. But just stay tuned, and if anything happens, we'll let you know. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for hanging with us, and things are only going to keep going up from there. We are going to be doing some investigations later this year. We got some places picked out that myself and JB are going to go to. Hopefully Rob is able to attend, but he's got his own kind of things going on right now. But yeah, if everything goes according to plan, we're going to have some good content coming out for you guys. So like I said, once again, I can't say how much we appreciate you guys for everything that he's been through, and you guys have kind of stuck there with him. So, you know, like I said, stay tuned, and good things are coming.
The last update his channel had was a few months ago. In October 2022, already settled in his new Airbnb, he recorded something that clearly indicates the being is not willing to leave him.
Hello? Hello? No. Hello? Hello? Fuck. Hello? What do you want? What the fuck? It's closed. So that's where this all up. No. Come on. Again. The fuck do you want from me? For the love of God, leave my house. Leave me alone!
What would you do in his situation? How can you get rid of a being like this that won't leave you alone? Who else can you turn to? Questions that all his followers ask themselves, and for the same reason, they are concerned about Dino's future, who since the last footage seems to have fallen off the face of the earth. Without a doubt, we will be watching to see how this continues. My name is Leonore Clay, and this was The Darkest Secret